Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Joliet Jaguar Television special presentation. Television facilities, courtesy of a grant from Pravina St. Joseph Medical Center in Joliet, Illinois, and Ken Woody Shot and Goal Pro Shop.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in with Ice Arena for a special day of state hockey playoffs. We got a Pewee AA game here between the Huskies of Downers Grove and Glenview Stars. And Bill, as we get ready here for preparation for our pre-game show. I just want to comment to you. I'd like to thank you for for everything you've done for the club, especially putting on this production for us. I know those of you who've been around here before and seen the shows we've been doing for the last 5 years, this is the guy that's behind it all, and he does a great job on the TV end of it, and getting all the volunteers and the people to show up and put this thing on. It's not a piece of cake as people would like to think.
Well, thanks, Tom, but I'll tell you what, I got to hand it to you because I'm usually not here in front of the camera. I like to be behind the scenes, but I'm excited about today's game. I mean, I'm excited for two reasons. Number one, it's the last game we're going to do this weekend, but on a better note, number two, this is going to be one heck of a game between Glenview and the Huskies, and looking at some of the stats between these two teams, and it's just amazing some of the records they compiled and some of the some of the standout players that they have. And
well, the Huskies, the majority of these kids were here a couple years ago at the Squirt AA level, and they won the championship then. So this is not a new experience for them. And the lights are going down. We'll cut down to the ice for our pregame show.
Okay.
welcome to Inwood Ice Arena, home of the Joliet Jaguars, and your Class AA Pewee state game between the Glenview Stars and Huskies. Here we are, waiting for that one moment in time. The race with the clock is about to begin. The plans have all been made and set in motion. Now it is time for the skaters to achieve that one moment in time. The kids understand what their coaches have taught them, to dig the puck out of the corner, to pass the puck to the open man, and to shoot and score that one moment in time. At the same time, other things have been taught. Subtle lessons have gotten them to this point in their lives. Fairness, encouragement, patience, confidence, and integrity. Now, win or lose, each player will take with him the knowledge he gained this season, knowing that there will be more races with the clock and there will be more special moments in time. Congratulations and good luck to the players, coaches, and their families. Now let's introduce today's two teams, starting with the visiting Glenview Stars. Number 25, Sam Angrioni. Number 20, Nathan Bam. Number 43, PJ Eagle. Number 23, Daniel Fina. Number 30, Nicholas Florino. Number 21, Ross Grundry. Number 44, Steve Loft. Number 5, Dan Marzioni. Number 28, Scott Moore. Number 15, Anthon Ori. Number 11, Jeff Ryan. Number 24, Lee Sweat. Number 3, Jonathan Siddell. Number 26, Chris Thomas. Number 27, Austin Turban. Number 34, Michael Weisberg. Number 29, Kevin Swire. Coach Ralph Menety, assistant Nick Salami, and manager Tom Luft. Now your home team, the Huskies. Number 19, Christopher Bensick. Number 10, Brian Bisek. Number 35, Stephen Bisek. Number 96, Michael Bronge. Number 97, Joseph DeBold. Number 37, Ben Deinhardt. Number 4, Andrew Farley. Number 66, John Glancy. Number 21, William Going. Number 77, Michael Kennedy. Number 15, Justin Lewandowski. Number 89, Kevin McAvoy. Number 17, Matthew Piazza. Number 73, Raymond Tarakowski. Number 27, Daniel Volmer. Number 3, John Yasik. Your coach, Mike Rodenberg. Assistant, Steve DeBold. Assistant, Sean McAvoy. And manager, Paul Bisek. Will everyone please rise for the singing of our national anthem, which will be sung by Joliet Catholic Academy freshman, Madi Lara.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very good job.
Nice job by Mari. That's her fourth
I think fourth.
anthem, and not sure about you guys. When I sing, I don't sing the same song 4 times in front of 2,000 people. So.
But you only do that in the shower, right, Tom?
Yeah. And that my wife would, the way I sing, she liked the shower to plug up and drown what's coming out of there. Well, we're getting, as the lights come up, Bill, looking for a good game. As we were talking as they're as they're doing the introductions, these teams have met 3 times before, and 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 tie.
All right, I don't know how you can get much closer than this. I think they both feel like they have a score to even up because 2 years ago, both teams were here 2 years ago as Squirts, and the Glenview lost to the Huskies at that point. But then in the Nyehill playdowns, the Huskies were beat by Glenview. So I think they both feel like they got something to prove tonight, and they want to show that. So the other thing I was thinking, Tom, not to change the subject, but we probably need to mention to the people watching at home that this isn't just our ordinary game. As we've mentioned, it's a state championship game, but we also should probably mention that we've been here for, well, how long is it now? About 12 hours, and this is the 6th game, and we're Sunday night at 7 o'clock, and
we do have real jobs. Yeah, we do have real jobs besides this. But the last time these 2 teams met was in the Nye Hill Gold Championship, which was a few weeks ago.
Right.
And Glenview came out on top, if I read my notes correctly, over the Huskies 3-2 in overtime. Is that correct?
Let me double check here.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
that just about tells you what's going to happen out here today. Is they're probably both very evenly matched. They probably know each other inside and out, and not sure how the overtime ended, if it was a fluky play or a good play, but you know, there's no surprises from either one of these teams right now, and so I think when they get out there, it's going to be hard, fast hockey, and then whoever gets the breaks, and you make breaks by hard work and hustle.
Exactly. And something that we might want to add too here, the Huskies, 10 of the 16 players that they have were on this same score team that won the state championship 2 years ago. So they've played together for a while. They know each other. And like I said, the teams know each other. They've played 3 games this year. As you said, there's probably no surprises. I'm just looking for a fantastic game, and I think it's just a great way to end the state tournament.
I agree. I was talking to the manager of the Huskies prior to the game, and he wanted me to make a special mention because, and it is unusual in today's hockey world, if you want to say that, but out of the roster that I think there's 16 players, 10 of these kids at a minimum have been playing together since they were mites, and that says a lot for the organization, for this particular team too, and that's why they're probably at this level right now, because they have been able to stick around a while, and familiarity breeds success as far as I'm concerned. And it's a good example of something that we at the Jaguars have been trying to do for a while, and we see some of the results with some of our teams now too.
That's right.
So you got to have the talent, but you also have to have the knowledge of where your partner is going to be and how things go with your goalie, things of that nature. And if the coaches know how you play, it just makes the things a lot easier for you over time. So, boy, just watching these drills, these kids on both sides, even their drills are smooth and timed right. I've known a few of these. Lewandowski is a name I remember from years gone by. Jacek, I have a personal interest in Jacek because I worked with the mom at one time, and Jane Jacek and John, the husband. It's been a while, but they're a hardcore hockey family from the Huskies, and I'm sure they're looking for a successful. And they were, like I said, they were here a couple years ago, Bill, and they won the tournament that time.
Right. Just before the game, we kind of try and sit down with the coaches and ask them about their season and try and get some highlights of their season. And just looking over Glenview's sheet here, the highlights that they had this year, they won the Thanksgiving tournament at TI, I'm assuming that's Team Illinois. They won the Christmas tournament in Boston. They won the regional Silver Sticks at Center Ice, and they won the Nye Hill Gold. So they've been around the country.
and they win.
And they win. And then looking at the Huskies, they had a near-perfect Nye Hill season. They finished first place in the Sports Weekend tournament, first place in the Silver Stick Regional in Pekin, and it says 1-2 in Silver Sticks Finals in Port Huron. So there's another team that's been around and has won.
And wins, yeah.
So it's definitely going to be an exciting game, and we're really looking forward to it.
Unfortunately, there's only one winner today, and trouble, you get to there's only 2 teams playing today too, so that's something to be said for both of these clubs. But there is only going to be one winner, and hopefully we'll have the kind of game where you can sit here and say at the end of the game, there really were no losers. It was just a great hockey game, and somebody had to come up on top, and someone had to come up short. And we'll see how it goes.
And I think as a coach, what you look for is, hey, you played your best. You didn't make any mistakes. You played your best, and if you came up on top, that's great, and if you didn't, that's great too.
Just looking at some of the stats here that were provided by some of the clubs, and point-wise, the leader for the Huskies is Brian Bicek. He's got 83 points, 42 goals, and 41 assists. And then you got a couple other scores. Piazza, 70 points, 45 goals, 25 assists, and Glancy, 40 goals and 30 assists and 70 points. They have a total of 522 points out of I don't know how many games. Looks like 50 or so games. That's a lot. You're talking probably 5 to 6 goals a game, generally with those kind of stats. And the players are starting to get their pucks back in their puck bag, and they're lining up for their handshake.
The overall record for Glenview, 53-9-1, and for the Huskies, 43-6-2. So they're both up into that 90% win rate.
Yeah, and that's a great season. I'm sure some of these kids that get the Pewee AA, although it isn't probably, I don't know what the breakdown is as far as kids who are staying at Pewee and others who are moving up to Bantam, but just looking at some of these kids,
there's some big kids
out there, regardless of where they're staying next year, and that also helps. If you have size and speed, you're going to have a lot of success too if you play a physical style. I know Glenview, their style, at least the one I'm familiar with, is that they're fast.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of speed and a lot of passing and good timing on their plays. The Huskies are a finesse team, at least the ones I've experienced in the past. And again, kind of the same thing. Maybe not the emphasis on speed, but on timing and good passing.
Right.
And we'll see what happens. There 37 is the goalie for the Huskies. That's Benjamin Deinhardt. And for the Stars, I think it's Kevin Swire.
Swire, yeah, it is. I checked that.
And he's a big guy.
Kid. Yeah, he is. Talking about the size thing, Tom, and it seems that that's the case with most hockey teams. I think the first thing that a coach looks for is speed and finesse. I mean, it's great to be big, but a lot of times you'll find that the bigger kids don't have the speed and I don't mean smaller kids, but the not so big kids, I guess you'd say. And
well, if you look at the Amanis and the people in the NHL who do the scoring,
right.
You have your Lemieux and your Lindroses, but the guys who are making it happen more often than not are they're big, but they're not muscular.
Right.
You know what I'm getting to. It's
Exactly.
just that they're the Proberts of the world.
Exactly.
And
we have to have our Proberts, but we won't see many out here tonight. We'll see this.
No, you're not going to be successful at least at this level with that style of play. But
right. We did see a few Proberts in the midget AA game, though.
We had a lot of things going on there. Saw WWF things going on there. But that's for another day.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we've got Piazza, Farley, number 10, Bisick with Kennedy, and the puck is dropped. Play continues. Glancy back on defense. Excuse me, that's 96. Bronji. Play is into the Glenview zone. Kennedy pokes it toward the slot. It's cleared to center ice, and Bronji dumps it back in. And again, Glenview's going to try that same breakout. A little forechecking going on here by Huskies. Nice job there to tie him up a little bit, keeping the center passing lanes clogged. This is Gundry with it. Farley now up to Piazza. He's got a chance here. Couldn't get anything on it, though. Huskies coming out here with a nice burst here in the first minute of play. Dumped in, picked off by the Huskies. And a long lead pass to Piazza. He's going to have a chance here. Shot and a goal.
Oh.
They call him in a switch, and Piazza put it away.
Less than a minute into the game, Tom, Piazza scores.
Well, we've been seeing that all week here, and he's one of their top scorers, and he proved it right there on that one on 0 chance. So 11:03 remaining in the first period, and the Huskies jump out to a 1-0 lead. And that's got to obviously the crowd's fired up, and that's got to. If you're going to start a game, that's the way you want to do it.
Well, I think the Huskies had the advantage so far in that first minute.
17 from 4 and 19.
17, 4, and 19. So again, that was
Andrew Farley and Christopher Bensick getting the assists on that goal by Piazza.
back to live action here.
Big hit in the corner.
Oh, it's going to be that kind of game, I think, Bill. Again, these guys have played before. And they're going to take no prisoners. Tirakowski. Long shot to the corner. Referee
better get out of the way.
Yeah, he's going to have to watch himself today, too. It's going to be a fast game. Turbin, that's Tirakowski, and we have an offsides. Well, it's been a fast, already the pace is quick and a couple of hard hits to set the tone, and probably that's the way it's going to be all day.
Huskies coming out and taking it to Glenview right away in the first couple of minutes, in the lead, 1-0.
Face off in front of the Huskies bench. Won by the Huskies, and the chase is on, dumped in by Going. Sweat puts him in the boards, but play is behind the net now. Centering pass, still loose. Centering pass all the way through the crease. Kennedy keeps it in front. There's Glancy with a backhand. Nice save by Zweier. Oh, we got a check in the hard checks on the boards here.
I'll tell you what, Tom, I've got a headset on. I can still hear these checks.
The seismometer is going to go off here. Playing the near corner. Huskies they're taking it to the Glenview right now. Glancy with a shot. Oh, quick shot wide of the net. Kennedy at the point dumping in. He said, hey, we're having a lot of success here. Let's keep doing this. Glancy with it, looking to center. He gets around a check. Goes after loose puck. Picked up now by Glenview. Back to center ice here, and Brangi trying to get it back in the zone. They dump, and the Huskies change. Gives Glenview a little breather here. Long crossing pass to Turbin. He's hitting the boards by Farley. That's Kennedy back. Oh, almost picked off there by Glenview. Here's Piazza again. One guy to beat. Shot, save, and that was Farley with the shot, and Zweier had that one covered. Good play.
That was a nice save by Zweier. It wasn't as hard a shot, I think, as he was really expecting. It kind of just floated in there, and he was able to stay with it and make the grab. Here's the replay.
The Piazza coming up.
Nice move by Piazza. Little pass over there. Number 4, Andrew Farley took the shot.
Again, back to live action. Glenview with it. They dump it in. That was Luft for Glenview, and Jacek goes in the corner. Puck is still loose. Picked up by the Huskies. Piazza just throws it down, grabbing ice. And looks like they wanted to change up anyhow, and that's why he did it.
8:49 left to go in the first period. Glenview trailing this one 1-0. 3 shots on goal for the Huskies, none for Glenview so far.
Deinhardt in net for the Huskies, and he hasn't seen anything yet, so you like to have him get that first shot. That's to kind of break the ice for him, and I think that might have been Zweier's concern, is that, give me something a little easy, a little hard.
Exactly.
Wake me up a little bit. And here, play. Now Fina dumps it in. Excuse me, that was Bayer. 2 Huskies corner him all the way around. Looking to break out, and the Chargers had 3 guys forechecking, so they dump it down. Glenview trying to clear it. Long crossing pass. Dumped in by Glenview. Nathan Boehm chases it down, but he can't get to it in time. Fina fans on it.
Huskies very fast team, Tom, very fast.
Yeah, that's why I noticed there right off the get-go, and they're just really cutting the passing lanes down for Glenview.
I think the fact that they're fast and they have a very good breakout move, get the puck out of their zone well, I think that's to their advantage so far in this game.
Lance, he's going to wind. Not much of a shot there. I think he was looking more for the pass, and they cleared the lane for him, and he said, well, I better take it, and he didn't catch it all. So, again, 7:44 remaining in the first period, 1-0. The Huskies, 4 shots for the Huskies, nothing for Glenview so far, and a little different than the other games we've had right now, Bill. We've had a lot of shots on goal in the first period in the games we've had earlier today.
All right. How many games did we do?
100.
This is 101 or is this 100?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Going with it, tied up with one of the Glenview players, poked back out. Glenview's going to set up. They just dump it in now. Long crossing pass picked off, and Turbin with it now for Glenview. Centering pass, not controlled, and Turbin going to chase it down. Oh, nice save there by Dienhart. Another nice one by Dienhart. Good slap shot there by Dan Marziani.
I think Dienhart's got the feel of the game now.
Marziani's going to try it again. Glenview with a nice offensive sequence here. Wind up again. Ooh. Wide of the net. Hits the ref. I think Huskies just want to get out of the zone here. And they do finally, and they're changed up now. And Glenview has a chance to get it up to Turbin. He can't control it. Brangi has it now, and he's going to send it over to Kennedy. Kennedy couldn't connect on his pass, and so they're going to try it again. Here comes Glenview, this Seidel with it. Johnson Seidel centering in front. Bouncing puck goes to the Huskies now.
3 on 2.
Dumped in by Farley.
Oh.
Piazza, their ship passing in the night there. Brangi comes over, gets the loose puck, and breaks up a possible 2-on-1. But here comes Glenview anyway. Lost control, and it's out of the zone now, and you have to clear and set up. Sweat trying to dump it, can't. Farley keeps it in. This is Kennedy with it now. Feeds Piazza. Kennedy just throws it behind the net of Glenview. A lot of quick changes here on both teams, Bill. Lewandowski now, he's just going to dump it.
Yeah, I think Glenview's kind of woken up here after the first couple of minutes and that kind of shock from the first goal. I think they've come back and played the Huskies fairly tough since then.
Yeah, that's you want to score first, and then it's kind of a wake-up call for Glenview.
Right.
This is Lewandowski. Nice feathering pass to Debo, but Zweier was right there to steer it away.
Well, Debo was right there, and he couldn't quite get his stick on it.
Lot of contact here. In front, Lewandowski with a shot. Oh, my. Zweier with a nice save. I think he was screening.
That was a nice play by Lewandowski. If we can get a replay on that, he made some nice moves, nice stick handling moves. Got around 1 or 2 players and came in and took the low shot. And Zweier was there to make the save.
He's got it again, Bill.
There's one move right there. Picks it up, his own shot up again, takes the second shot, and Zweier makes the save.
Good play by Zweier. I mean, he had a guy to his left that he had to think about, and then he had the guy in front of him at point-blank range and kept his composure and made the save.
And a lot of times you see the puck slip right between the goalie's legs on that because the goalie's going down because he's, and he's not sure if the shot's going to be high or low, and he doesn't really cover anything, and he was able to get a stick down on that one.
Face-off play didn't work for the Huskies, and so now the Stars just clear it. That was Moore back trying to get a one-on-one. Bain with it now. He goes down. They're letting him play.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, there was a hook there and no call.
This is going. 2-on-1. Shot. Oh, what a play by Zweier. Tirakowski at the point. Another save by Dwyer.
2 big saves by Zweier on that series.
Here comes Bain the other way now. Kennedy back. Oh, nice play by Bain. Put a nice shock down going down.
Right. End-to-end action, Tom.
Oh, really? Oh, Glancy a little slow on the slap shot. This is Bicek with a shot, and the Huskies are changing up here. Kennedy just dumps it back in. Farley, that's Bicek for the Huskies, but he can't get it. It comes up to Brangi. Dumped in by Kennedy. And this is Marziani. Long crossing pass. Nice pass. Shot. Oh, fanned on it. Loose in front. Jasek has it. He clears. Bicek now. He has a good play by Luft.
Nice play by 44 Steve Luft.
Again, Brangi back. Trying to tie up number 11, Jeff Ryan, and he does. But Glenview still controls in front. To the point, that's Gundry. He just throws it to the far boards. Brangi back, off the boards. Glenview's going to control here, overskates it. Now the Huskies have a chance. Lewandowski loses it. He's going to skate, reverse his play.
We got 2:55 left to go in the first period. Huskies lead 1-0.
This is Bicek with it. Sends it over, crossing pass, shot. Zweier with a save, and oh man, sitting right there in the crease, and boy, is he quick.
Zweier's come up with some big saves already in the first period, 3 or 4 that I can think of offhand, and he's definitely kept the Stars in this game.
That was Kevin McAvoy with the quick wrist shot. 9 shots are 9-1 in favor of the Huskies. Right now, you know, it's been their period so far.
It has.
Going to face off to the left is Zweier. 2:43 to go in the period.
Here's a replay. Nice pass. And Zweier just stayed with it and made the save. Two big saves right there.
Back to live action again. Huskies doing a great job of forechecking. Lewandowski and Diebold back. Glenview, well, they're just trying to get control of the puck, let alone make a pass. Here they go. Now kept in by McAvoy. Nice play again. Here comes Diebold. He sends it to Lewandowski looking for McAvoy. Tirakowski. Lewandowski, McAvoy. I think Glenview just needs to get out of the zone here. Boy, nice series here. Nice shift by the Huskies. Dump and change, here they go. Huskies change, so are the Stars, and Ori along the boards here for the Glenview team. He dumps it in and hanging by the blue line, Sweat, and we're going to have an offsides if they touch it. Now they wave it off now. Back in Glenview zone, and along the boards, Vollmer with it. He can't, a lot of bodies all over each other now. There is a puck down there somewhere. And
we can't see
it. Vollmer trying to step around one of the defenders, and now Glenview goes the other way. Steve Luft just dumps it in. Players are flying hard. This is a very fast-paced first period. Coming up on a minute left in the period. Luft can't keep it in. This is Glancy with one man behind the beat. Shot deflected high. Yeah. Centering pass a little late in coming. Now he's looking again. Luft right there for Glenview. Bame takes a hard hit but clears the zone. Kennedy with it. Just dumps it in and laying right there in the face-off circle. Under a minute to go now. Dump and change by Glenview, and play is in the Husky zone. And Farley now with a nice pass up to Piazza, but we're going to have an offsides on. Well, they finally clear and get on sides quickly. Tirakowski trying to dump it in. We got a whistle finally. I think it's offside. Oh, yeah, they're going to have a face-off or offsides. Well, Bill, I got to catch my breath. What do you think?
Well, 17.8 seconds in the first period here left, and Huskies leading Glenview 1-0, and Huskies have pretty much had their way with Glenview this period. I don't know. I think it's just the Huskies are out hustling Glenview at this point. Huskies are fast, and they're proving that here so far in this period.
Well, they got, like you said, 18 seconds to go, and I think the coaches, the matchups are, they know what they want out there, and he switched up there right for this face-off, and Lewandowski did a nice job of tying up the Glenview player. And here comes with a rush, Lewandowski with a slap shot, but it didn't go anywhere. Sweat with a pass over to his right winger, who is Turbin. He takes a hit into the boards, and first period is going to end with a score of 1-0.
Really impressed with number 96 for the Huskies, Bronze or Bronzy. We're not quite sure how to pronounce that, but he's had a heck of a game. Not a big kid, but standing guys up at the blue line and really playing a great game so far.
Well, that's a good team effort right now on the part of the Huskies. First of all, their speed has really kind of been the difference in the first period here. They've really had that one stride that's been a difference, and they scored early. I think that's probably why they did score early. They were a little bit quicker at the beginning of the period than the Stars, but give the Stars some credit. Zwire's kept them in the game here right now. And
absolutely, that was going to be my comment, that Zweier has definitely kept them in the game, coming up with 4 or 5 big saves in that period. And my other comment was that you can definitely tell that the Huskies have played together for several years. I mean, 10 of the 16 kids on this team, as we mentioned earlier, have played at least for the last 3 years, because they were together on a squirt team that won 2 years ago. And you can just tell by their passes that they know where each other's at, and it shows.
Initially there was some hard hitting going on, but I haven't seen a lot of that near the end of the first period. What I guess maybe the speed, or the kids just focusing on trying to get some plays going here.
Yeah, and I think too, you know, when the game starts, you want to come out, hit hard, show everybody that you're there, you know, and you want to let everybody know that you're there. And then after you've got those first few hits in, you know, you're concentrating on scoring, maybe a little bit more than body checking. But so far, a great game.
Glenview is going to have to do more than one shot on goal too. I know Deinhardt, he's I'm not sure whether it's a first-year Pewee or second-year Pewee, but if you keep this kind of ratio going, it's not going to be good for Glenview.
Right.
Well, they're getting sorted out here. We're going to head down for the start of the second period. And again, as we mentioned, the score is 1-0 in favor of the Huskies. They scored early, goal by number 17. Matt Pewee on a breakaway chance, and right now that's been the difference. Glenview wins the face-off and dump it into the Husky zone. Debo with it for the Huskies and backhands it off the boards. This is Lewandowski. Shot off of Zayer's glove. Not sure it was on net anyway, but he wasn't going to take any chances. McAvoy now for the Huskies, but should see if they can. Got it again, and Glenview brings it in. That's Austin Turbin in front.
Nice pass.
Pass play in front. The Stars player lost his edge and couldn't get enough mustard on it. That was 26.
Chris Thomas.
Oh, a nice play there by the Stars.
It seems like every time the Stars get the puck and start to move with it, there's a Husky player on them within 2 strides, and I think that's what's bottling the Stars up at this point.
Well, you know, not that they don't have anything to play for, but I'm sure the Huskies are saying to themselves, these guys beat us in the championship game. Let's do them the revert. Let's do them the favor this time around.
Right.
Play face-off won by the Stars, but the Huskies get a nice job of recovering on D. Play behind the net. Branji with it. No, excuse me, that's 19. Bensick. Jasek behind the net now for the Huskies, and
big hit in the corner there.
nice play by the Stars. Now are doing a little pressure here on this shift. Marziani steps up. Trying to no shots yet on Deinhardt, but a lot of passing going on. Oh, kind of a weak shot, and had Deinhardt fooled a little bit. Bicek, he can't control.
Right
More in front. Oh, almost a sleeper goal. Deinhardt with a nice save.
Right, a tip.
Still a bouncing puck, and now we got the Huskies going the other way. This is Piazza again. Around one, shot. Oh, man. Swire used the paddle, but it was his pad that made the save. Hopefully we can get that one again. This Piazza's a player.
He's got some good moves. He came down here. He is coming down here. Makes a move to the right. Still maintains the puck. Control of the puck. Gets a shot off, and
Swire makes
a pad save.
We'll face off to the left of Swire, and Glancy. A little glove repair there. At Marziani. Glenview controls, and their breakout play was pretty much a crash play. This is Turbin. Front, broken up nicely. Goes back out to center ice, and the Stars are going to have to reset here. And brought back in by the Stars, and good play by Ryan. Forechecking, though, has been very good here by the Huskies all game long. Really not getting the Stars a chance to organize anything. And here comes the Stars, but poked away again. Glancy and Ryan chase it to the boards and dump back in.
Glancy was a little shaken up on that last play at center ice, and he had to get up and find where the puck was, and now he went to the bench.
I think he checked for his head first, and then he looked for the puck. Kennedy and
Looked like Chuck Stein looking for his pizza at Maury's.
Kennedy and Turbin go hard in the boards. Here's a shot opportunity for the Stars. That was number 3, Seidel, and it was a little high and right. Here come the Huskies. Nice play to Lewandowski. Shot, Zweier with a great glove save.
Kevin McAvoy gave him a nice lead pass and just couldn't capitalize on it.
Lewandowski again. They want to switch up here. He just dumped it and we're going to change. Huskies again doing a nice forechecking job. Jasic just dumps it back down there for Piazza. Stars just having a tough time getting it out of the zone, and there's always 3 Huskies back on D right now. And with 8:26 remaining in the second period, this period is going to fly by right now.
Yeah, it is.
Here come the Huskies the other way. That was Bisick with it.
Big collision here between Piazza and Moore.
Another big one. A big check there by the center ice. Loose puck in front. Bensick trying to clear, and he does. Here come the Huskies, got a 2-on-1 chance.
Bisek.
Oh,
looking for the open man, still gets it through.
Oh, still loose. Wasn't pretty, but it almost worked.
It sure did.
Branchi throws it all the way across. Dumped in. Number 5, Marziani has it, and he threw it to Bame, and Dame just throws it in. Long lead pass up the middle, but a lot of Glenview players there. Glancy with it, and we got an offsides, and we're gonna have a whistle. And I tell you what, the way this game is going, they could have used a third ref, because I tell you, these guys are gonna to keep up with this play. It's tough. I think Don Allard's out there, to be honest with you.
I think he is.
Head official, and Don Lita, he's in charge of one of the top officials with A-High.
Yeah, we've got Don Allard and Mark Johnson.
They're the top 2 guys.
Right.
Mark Johnson is head official, and Allard, I think, is second command.
You're talking between the 2 of them, they got 57 years experience as ref.
Yeah.
Johnson has 30 and Don has 27.
And you can tell by the way this game is going that
they're letting them play.
Yeah, they're controlling the game and doing what it has to be done. Here we got icing.
Exactly.
You got the best of the best out there right now at this Pewee AA game. And boy, 7-1 remaining, 1-0 in favor of the Huskies, and there haven't been a lot of shots during this period. 4 for the Huskies and 1 for the Stars, and I guess I'm not surprised by that. These teams again have pretty evenly matched, and it's come down to one play. Piazza picked off a pass during a Stars change and was able to beat Zweier to the glove side, and that's been it.
And you know, Glenview is definitely not out of this game. They can put a puck in the net here at any time, and then the momentum swings back to them, even though they've been outshot so far in this game.
Marziani trying to get control. He can't. Now he got a 2-on-1. Oh, Farley just couldn't get enough on the pass, and Piazza's going to step back, and let's set this up, guys. Off of Glenview's player's leg, and it's Thomas for Glenview. Got a 2-on-1 try here. Thomas. Oh, Deinhardt steers it right to the Glenview player, but he couldn't get the rebound shot off. Winged around in front, still behind the net. This is not the goalie's best
position.
Lewandowski, a quick shot.
We got a penalty coming. I'm not sure who it's on. It's got to be on Huskies.
Glenview. No, it's got to be on Huskies. You're right, because Glenview goalie is skating off now, and there's the whistle.
There we go.
They finally got Zweier's attention. We'll see what the call is. Well, they're tired. Huskies, they're winded.
10 white interference.
Interference on number 10. Brian Bisek.
So it's a minute 30 for Pewee? I guess it is, isn't it?
Boy, I'm not sure.
It's been so long since I had to think about that, but it's a minute 30 for Pewee. So Glenview is going to go on a power play here. This is their chance to even things up.
Getting back to the referees, Mark Johnson has, as we said, ref for 30 years. He did approximately 75 games this year, as did Don Allard. He did approximately 70. So you can tell that they pick the best of the best when they do these state championship games.
I think you almost had 75 games this year, didn't you?
I got 75 games in the control room, I think.
Glenview on a power play try. Luft finds the right winger.
So I make one joke about Chuck Stein and he gets on me.
Yeah. He's got, like he said, he's got you exactly where he wants you. Luft looking for a pass up the middle, and nice play there by Bronji. Excuse me, that was McAvoy, 89. But Glenview still has the puck in the Husky zone. Nice play there by number 3, Jonathan Seidel. But the Huskies do clear, and Lewandowski coming back on Luft, and we're going to have a penalty on Luft. Yes, that's a good call. Luft, he thought it's going to be interference. And Kenny, you got to give that to Lewandowski. He just hustled his tail off down there to make something happen.
And the Husky fans love it. We got a good crowd here tonight, Tom.
Yeah, it's we've had good crowds for every game. It's you would expect that. It's every year when we do this, it just seems to get bigger and better all the time. And boy, this is just a great game. I don't care who you're rooting for. You just gotta love this style of play and what the effort the kids are putting out. So now we got 4-on-4 hockey for about a minute, 42 seconds, and then the Huskies will have a power play try. Going back. No, not going back. Gets it for the Huskies. Hacked back in by Glenview.
Was going back?
Going. He got back? I'm not going to play with that anymore. Puck is loose along the near boards, and Glancy takes one of the Stars players out, but here comes a 2-on-1 try. Glancy back to Kennedy, a shot. Oh, wide of the net.
I think that might have cut a piece of the pad and the post.
And a long lead pass up to Turbin. He gets a shot off. We're going to have another penalty here. It's going to be on the Huskies, and there's the whistle, and let's see who goes off this time.
And that's a good call by the refs. The refs haven't made a lot of calls this game, but I think they've made the calls that were necessary, and that's
73
you got to
wide
attribute
tripping.
that to their experience.
Kennedy's going to go off.
Tripping on Kennedy.
Terakowski.
Oh, yeah, right.
They both thought they were guilty, so.
So one of them must have done it.
So we're going to have a power play try. Well, they killed one penalty, so here you go. I'm sorry.
Here's the. See, I think it just went off his wire's pad and then hit the far post on him, his far post.
Well, we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey. They killed the penalty off, but then incurred another one. So 4-on-4 hockey for 37 seconds here, and then the Stars will go have a chance. Huskies trying to clear, but Marziani keeps it in. Long centering pass to Lewandowski. He's around one.
Nice stick hand.
Nice play. Oh, a hard check in the boards, but a good check.
I can tell already this is going to be hard to pick players in the game.
Man, I don't even want to think about it. Benzik for the Huskies throws over to Lewandowski. He's going to throw it back to Benzik, and he just dumps it in. And then here comes a power play try for the Stars now. Benzik. Fina had to be careful. He was offside, so he had to get back. Fina now with it. He carries it in. He drops pass. Long shot by Moore. Deinhardt with a nice save. Centering pass is blocked.
Ooh,
good play there by the Huskies to clear out the slot.
Nice move by Deinhardt, too, just to get his goalie stick out on that almost a centering pass.
Fina has it now. Moves around one. Centering pass, shot, and saved by Dyer. No, it's a goal. I thought he had it too.
We'll have to see a replay on that. Now we definitely got a hockey game now, Tom.
Oh, that was a nice play by Fina. Over to Thomas. See if we can get to great play there by number 23, Fina. Don Aller's going to give us the call.
27, 23, and 44. 27, 3, and 4. Yeah, 27, 23, and 44.
Austin Turbin gets the goal, but
looks like it's assisted by Fina and Luft.
Turbin gets the goal, but Fina made the play.
There we go again. There's the long pass. That was Fina.
Yeah, 27.
All right.
Well, it's 1-1, Bill, and not surprised by that either. It's Glenview kind of even things out here in the second period. Dominated first period, dominated by the Huskies, but Glenview's kind of had most of the play in the second period.
Well, like I said, you know, Glenview come back and score, and they're back in the game, and you know, the momentum has really swung toward them, even though they're not getting the shots on goal like the Huskies are. It's still 1-1.
Again, that was a power play goal, too, for Stars. A shot in front, and Farley almost with one of those change-up types of shots are sometimes harder than a hard one.
Nice save by Zweier again.
Yeah, I got it right here, he says. It's right here. Okay. See if we can get that again, because really Farley was in the right spot. They were trying a long crossing pass, and he picked it off. And I think he was just as surprised as the Husky players, or the Star players. And
there's a replay.
There you go, Bill.
Comes over to the far side. Shot Zweier. I think Zweier tried to grab it and didn't. Came loose, and then he was able to cover it up.
And 17 for Glenview for the Huskies. Matt Pieza is sitting right there on the doorstep again. Face off, win by the Huskies. Benzik throws it to the far boards. McAvoy just dumps it back for Lewandowski to chase down, and now Glenview has it. And nice move there by the defenseman. Long lead pass. And we got offsides.
Oh, that was close. Didn't even get a replay on that. I thought they were onside.
I thought they were too, but we pointed more. Not going to argue too much. We got, here we go.
There's a replay.
No, he was.
Might have been
he
offside,
was. He
yeah.
lifted his leg up is what he did.
Yeah.
Good call by Don Allard.
Who are we to question the ref?
I don't say anything anymore. I don't question you, and I don't question those guys. Anybody with 75 games this year, I don't question anymore. Long shot from center ice, and it was right on Deinhardt.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea either. Really, you never know. You never know when one of those shots like that's going to go in. I mean,
I've seen it happen. And in a game like this, too.
That's right.
Well, the puck goes out of play, and Greg Fronick, the music man, throws it back in. He didn't think he'd have to get in the action today, but he did. Face off in front of the Stars bench.
Is he related to Jerry?
I don't think he brags about it, but he is.
I mean, we have nepotism here with the music man?
Yeah, we also have relatives working for each other. I hope they have a cure for that. Play on the near boards.
I don't even know what nepotism meant. I just heard that word a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I got a comment, but I'll wait till the play stops here. Clear the crease and a long lead pass. We're going to have icing on the Huskies.
Okay, what's your comment?
Spell nepotism.
You think I can't, right? Well, wait a minute. You got to make it worth my while if I spell it.
I'll buy you refreshment at the local establishment here in about an hour and a half. Well, we got 1:52 remaining in the second period, and we're having fun. I know everybody else is having it here.
I'm writing it down here. Nepotism. I'll have, well, never mind.
Well, we'll talk about that. 1:52 to go in the second period. The score is all tied 1-1. Stars have to give the Stars the edge right now, and Fina, he's getting tossed out. They're going to put more in there. Although against Glancy. Glancy wins the faceoff. Glancy has it. Going to carry it in. Looking to do something with it. Centering pass, but nobody there. Jasek steps up, and John puts a nice shot in front. No one there for the rebound.
Ooh,
that could have been something, but they're not going to call it. Loose in front. Still loose in front. Shot and a goal! And I think the Stars were just a little bit caught off guard with that one. That was Vollmer with the shot.
Well, Luft had control of it, and I think he was trying to stick handle out, and he just got it taken off his stick, and the Husky player buried it.
Here we go again, Bill.
Replay. There you see Luft with control. He's trying to get rid of it, and he just loses it off his stick. It really wasn't his fault. I think he was trying to make an outlet pass there.
Yep.
And
Well, that's the kind of play that. Here comes Pieza. Long shot. Oh! And Zweier catches the bouncing puck, and that's fired up the crowd. It's 2-1 now. I didn't get all the numbers, but at 27 got the goal. That is Daniel Vollmer, and the Huskies are on top 2-1.
Maybe if the control room can get us the assist on that last goal, we can make that announcement. Great game so far, Tom.
Oh, gosh. End to end. McAvoy tried to keep him, but it bounces off of him into the Huskies bench. And you know, we were saying the Stars had probably had the edge this period, but that's the kind of play that, you know, if you get a chance, you take advantage of it, and that's what the Huskies have done. They've been opportunistic today. Their first goal was Pieza catching the Stars in a change and scoring, and now Vollmer catches a loose puck in front of the net and puts it away.
And those are the ones you want to capitalize on. When you get the puck that close in, you know, you got to do your best to bury it.
Lewandowski wins the face-off, and he just throws it back in. Stars, it's Fina with it. Clears the zone. 3-on-2 chance here. Oh, nice play. We're going to have a penalty. No, they're not going to call it.
Well, he tried to hop around him, so I think they're
going to let him get away. Let him have it.
We have a 2-on-1 here.
Diebold, and we've got a whistle now. And
not sure what that was about.
And either.
Hand
Hand
pass?
pass. Yeah, that's what he calls it. He said he batted. No, he said you caught it and threw it.
We've got 48.8 seconds left in the second period. Huskies leading Glenview 2-1. Out shooting Glenview 18-8. But we've definitely got a game on our hands.
Oh, I like this as a good game, too.
Here's the hand pass on the replay.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he did get it, yes.
Oh, these guys are making all the calls. That's
Those
a
refs
great
don't
call.
miss any. It's like Chuck Stein in the control room. He doesn't miss a thing.
Diebold with it. Marziani takes him off the puck. But Lewandowski just throws it around. And kept in by Lewandowski. McAvoy with it now. Trying to find Diebold, but he can't. Back out to center ice. Bronji with it. Oh, I know what he's trying to do, but here comes Fina with it. We got an offside. Oh, boy.
I think it was a good call. I think he was.
No, I think Bronji got away with one there. I know what he's trying to do because I have a defenseman at home who does that also, but you gotta look a little bit once in a while because they're anticipating that play.
Are you talking about Sandy?
Yeah. No, she's an offensive player. Believe me.
There you go.
I'm not going to go there either.
I'm trying to get you in trouble.
You're doing a heck of a job, too. You're doing a fine job, Bill. Thanks a lot. That was number 10 for the Huskies. Brian Bisick, he almost stole one there to go away to get a breakout. Here's Pieza with him. Got to watch him all the time.
Nice shot.
And we have the end of the period there. And wow, a lot of action up and down. And score right now is 2-1 in favor of the Huskies. Both teams scored here in the second period. Number 27 scored for Glenview, Austin Turbin, to tie it 1-1, and then Daniel Vollmer, number 27, scored late in the second period to put the Huskies on top 2-1. And well, Phil, what can you say?
I think it's the game we expected. Back and forth, end-to-end action. I think the Huskies have probably had the upper hand a little bit, but don't count Glenview out at all.
But Glenview, I would say they had the majority of the play, but again, Vollmer took advantage of a nice opportunity and put it away.
Yes,
Swire's played well.
Swire's played great. As we've said several times this broadcast so far, Swire has kept him in the game. And both teams are hustling. Both teams are playing as hard as they can, and like we mentioned at the beginning of the game, that's all you can ask for, is that your team play its best and let the chips fall where they may, and I think that's what we've seen so far tonight.
I don't think Glenview's in a panic mode yet, though they do have to start thinking a little bit about being the aggressor on some of their chances here, and maybe putting a little more pressure on Zweier. Not that he can't handle it, but you just have to think we got to tie this game up. pretty shortly. We don't want to get into a situation with 5 minutes left in the period.
Right. I think Glenview has to concentrate on looking for the open man, and that's probably easier said than done because the Huskies are right on the Glenview players as soon as they get the puck. So it's hard to look for that open man and concentrate on where you want to make the pass. But if they can do anything, I think they have to look for that open man and just try and work their play. That's all.
Well, here we go. Final 12 minutes of this game. And everybody's fired up. Both sides of the rink. And Lewandowski against Moore. And really no one came away with that, although the Stars do have it in the Husky zone. Here comes the Stars looking for a one-timer in front, but Huskies do a nice job.
Golden opportunity there, and the pass was just broken up on a nice defensive move by the Huskies.
Tirakowski trying to get it out, and he does. Over to Lewandowski. Finally picked up by number 21, Gundry, for the Glenview, and he's looking to pass it up, but nice forechecking by Bisick. Brian Bisick.
I'm impressed with him too this game.
Yeah, we're going to have to start thinking about players of the game here, and it's going to be tough. Hacked at and kept in. Jasic with a long shot wide of the net. Moving around in front, puck is loose. Backhand try. Swire covers it. And now the Stars go the other way. This Turbin with it. But nice play by the Huskies defense. Hard check on Pieza. Right now, Pieza's got to be one. I got to pick him as one of my players.
Yeah, definitely.
And he kind of set the tone for the Huskies here. This is Eagle with it. Oh, nice move by him around Pieza. In front, still loose. Loose puck. Hacko broken away. Nice play by Jasic. Cleared the slot out, but it kept in by the Stars.
I'll tell you what, really, Glenview has not had any lucky bounces go their way so far this period.
Not at all.
For the game, so to speak.
Dumped all the way in by Sweat. And the Huskies just want to clear here, and they do. We're going to have an icing call. And
maybe.
If it gets there, and it does. Yep. There's the whistle. I think the Huskies needed that because they were getting a little winded. And again, the Stars coming out hard, putting some pressure on the Huskies' defense here.
Well, we've got 10:08 left to go in the third period, and when we were in the first period, I think the shots on goal were like 8-1 at one point, and now the shots on goal are 20-9. So Glenview has definitely gotten back into this game, even though they still trail 2-1. But as we've said, anything can happen. Third period of a state championship game.
Glancy's out there facing. He's their face-off man. I can see that. With Fina, Glancy and Fina, and Glancy wins this one. Cleared out to center. Right, 2-on-1 try here. Oh, Glancy just lost control, but he does center it. Oh, all through everyone, 27. Vollmer just couldn't get enough stick on it.
Vollmer was at the doorstep waiting for the pass, but he was kind of screened on the centering pass and just couldn't get his stick down on it.
Glancy again. Nice movement right in front. Oh, how did that shot get stopped? Bronchi just sends it back.
I think that one was stopped by a defenseman too. I don't think Zweier saw that one.
Right, Going had it right in front, and all of a sudden it's coming back to center ice.
Oh, big hit over on the side.
That was a nice play there by number 19 for the Huskies. Play behind the net. It's getting really physical now.
Yeah, it is.
Glancy trying to get control of it. He loses to Fina. Fina still has it. Fezzer through the middle, but too many Huskies there. Another centering pass in front. Some more Huskies come up. Finally cleared.
Huskies doing a pretty good job of clearing those players out in front of the net too.
Sweat dumps it in. Dump and chase. Stars changing up on offense. Tirakowski with it now for Huskies. All the way through and picked up by Glenview. Nice play by Lewandowski.
Another guy that's been all over the ice.
Yeah, you know what? He hasn't. I don't think he's got a point here, but you know what? He's just been all over the ice. Tirakowski back in the corner. Down in that low spot there. That's always been a problem area here.
All right. As at most rinks.
Got to find a lighter Zamboni.
Got a way to fly the Zamboni out of the.
Well, they're playing a little ping pong back there right now, and Finally, Lewandowski gets it, and he's going to throw it over to Bisick. Excuse me, McAvoy, and he dumps it in. Stars chase, but can't clear. Bouncing puck in the center, in the slot area. Finally gets up to center ice. Turbin looking for a centerman. Thomas, he can't get. The centering pass in front. Oh!
That one was almost kicked in by a Husky player.
Boy. Again, dump back in. Thomas, he's going to throw a shot at Deinhardt. Misses the net. Sweat steps up. He dives and keeps it in.
Great action, Tom.
Oh, man. They're letting it all hang out right now. Turbin at the point. He winds off his skate. Gundry, he's trying, another good play. There's Lewandowski again. And players are changing. The puck is flying. Here comes Stars. Centering pass shot. Nice save by Deinhardt.
You got to see the Glenview bench. One of the coaches got his hands on top of his head. He just can't believe it.
Oh man, that was a big time play by Deinhardt. We got a whistle and a player down. Wow. Listen, I hope we can get that play again. That was a game play right there. Tell you what, right now you got to look at both goalies too.
Absolutely.
Deinhardt and Swires have really been the main players in this drama.
There's the replay on this. Centering pass, and Zwire goes post to post and makes the save. Outstanding save by Zwire.
Bisick dumps it in for the Huskies, and Luft is back for the Stars. Under 7 minutes to go. Not quite the halfway mark here, and Stars trying to get something organized here on offense. Eagles bringing it in. He can't get much of a shot off, but Marziani's going to put a nice one on there, and Deinhardt steers it to the corner. Jasic trying to get along the far boards, and Glenview still, Glenview does, it's pile on the puck time. And a good call by Allerdy.
Oh, I got to hand it to Glenview. You know, they came out, and within a minute or so of the first period, they were down 1-0. They could have given up, but, you know, it's a credit to them that they didn't. This is a state championship game. This is for all the marbles. They've come back. They've fought back. It's 2-1. They're still in the game. Anything can happen, and I think they've played the Huskies pretty tough the last two periods.
Yeah, this has just been, you know, in these kind of games where you got this kind of play, it's a couple of plays, and that's really what it has been right now. And Fina's facing off against Glancy again. Back to the point. This time Fina won that, but they couldn't get much of an offensive play going. And this is Glancy back for the Huskies, and he throws it at the net. High and wide again. This is Fina trying to get it for the Stars. And again, it's still loose along the boards. Walmer and Fina are over there, and Glancy has it now. He's done a step up and throws it.
We got two kids hooked together by their masks.
Oh, geez, look at that. Yep, I've seen that happen a lot this year. We got a whistle, and they finally separate. And you know what? That does amaze me.
It does. It is.
You know, we had a situation this year. We were playing the Kings up at the Boulder Dome, and one of our kids' face masks got caught in the whistle of the referee. And as he went by, the referee had his – we're going to see the replay again on this.
As you can see, right now they're already stuck together right there. They can't get apart. Wonder if they're friends.
Well, they had to say something over there, like,
do
it.
Let me go.
Gundry with it now for the Stars. He throws it in there, but controlled by Kennedy. This is Moore. Ryan for the Stars. Up to Gundry. Gundry's trying to get one quick off and loose in front. Oh, my. Nice play by Kennedy. He saved the goal right there. Lewandowski with it over to Kennedy, and Deinhardt lost sight of it, and Kennedy was right there to pull it out.
Got to mention Tirakowski, too, did a good job of moving his man out of that slot because he was trying to stay there for the rebound, and just no way with Tirakowski there.
Luft over to the wing. McAvoy back for the Huskies, and I think they're looking to change up here, but pass is stolen. Centering pass in front, but Kennedy is there, and he just gets it out of there.
5:04 left to go in the third period. 2-1 Huskies over Glenview.
Turbin with it now for the Stars. Nice move. Front backhand shot stopped by McAvoy. And here comes Bisick.
3-on-1.
Shot wide of the net by Piazza. And Jasik's back on D, and he just throws it up. Taken by Turbin, though, and here's an odd man break. Nice shot, nice save by Deinhardt. Low, hard shot. Boy, I tell you, those are tough.
They are. And
Here comes Piazza the other way.
And then action again.
Bicek looking for Piazza, and it's underneath one of the Stars players, and we got a whistle, and that's a good call there, too. It's, wow, up and down. Both goalies making some nice saves, and 4:17 remaining in the game, and 2-1, and I guess we better settle on something here. Benjamin Deinhardt, 37, and Matthew Piazza, 17 for the Huskies are our players of the game for that squad. 29, Kevin Zweier, and I don't know, we'll see here. Let's wait a little while and see what happens. But there's a couple of guys I like on Glenview that, we've called, oh gosh, I don't know, we'll have to wait. I need some more time here. Play in front, bouncing puck. Finally, Glenview comes away with it. This is Moore with it, and he's taken out of the play. Nice play by Vollmer. I mean, there's just so many players you can pick from here. It's really tough to pick two.
You're right.
Kennedy with it now for the Huskies, and he's trying to clear, but off of Vollmer's leg, and still in the zone, Dumped back in by Glenview, and Fina goes in there, ties up Bensick, and kept in again by Glenview, and coming up on the 3.5-minute mark here, and finally cleared, and we're going to have an ice if it gets there, and it does, and there's a whistle, and boy.
3:29 left to go in the third period of the Pewee AA state championship game.
Well, I don't know. Right now it's a couple of guys I got to look at. 27 did score, which is Turbin. I guess we'd have to defer to him now until something else happens.
Yeah, he's played a good game.
Turbin and Fina. Ryan Marziani. That's when you have good teams, that's why it's so hard.
Exactly.
Face off here. That's Seidel. It's tied up and finally comes loose. Glenview centers it, but Kennedy is right there. He's played a great game too for the Huskies.
Yes, he has.
McAvoy dumps it in. Lewandowski, another player. Debo goes back. This is number 3, Jonathan Seidel. Long lead pass up to 26. Thomas, and he just couldn't control it, and it's behind, up in front. Kept in though. Nice play by Luft. Shot knocked down. McAvoy with it, and he just clears.
It's a tough lead to protect for the Huskies. I mean, they're trying to keep it out of their zone, and sometimes that can backfire on you.
Here comes Seidel again, trying to stick handle around one, but you're going to have to make some passes here. That's what the Huskies are not going to let you stick handle. Piazza with it now. He's got Bicek to his right shot. Oh my, how did that not go in?
I can't believe that.
We got a penalty, that's why.
I cannot believe that didn't go in.
Oh man, what a play by Zweier on that shot. And they're going to call a penalty on Glenview. We got to see that again.
It's a replay.
Oh, it's right there with the glove.
Completely outstretched, and he must have just caught a piece of it with the glove.
Oh, man.
And that was 17. That was Piazza, same guy that got the first goal, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Piazza. And somebody's got to go off here for the Stars, and we're not sure who it's going to be.
Must be.
And they got a bench penalty.
25 red holding.
Holding. Number 25, Sam Angaroni.
25 is that? Timeout White.
Timeout White, which is the Huskies.
There's another replay on that save by.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
That was Brian Bicek. Wow.
Beautiful camera work.
Oh, man. See, let's throw that again. I want to see that again. If you can guys do that. Brian Bicek.
They can do anything down there, Tom.
Well, with you up here, I know they can't.
Oh, okay. One for Tom. Slow motion. Just gets his glove on it, and it just goes by the post.
Wow, what a play by Kevin Zweier. And
Unbelievable.
Should Glenview come back and tie it up, that's the play you got to point at.
I'll say.
Well, I don't know what you say. You got 2.5 minutes to go, and they're just doing everything the coaches are telling them to do, and it's just a matter now of the Huskies executing and the Stars getting a break.
Yeah, you got to wonder, like you say, what the coaches are telling the respective teams. Players of the game for the Huskies is going to be number 17, Matthew Pieza, and number 37, Benjamin Deinhardt. And for the Glenview Stars, we're going with number 29, Kevin Zweier, and number 27, Austin Turbin.
Well, we got a power play chance here for the Huskies, and this is honestly this is putting Glenview in a deep hole. Face-off won by the Huskies, and a long shot stopped halfway there. This is Bicek with it. Looking in front, shot to go, and arrow! What a great play by Bicek. What a great play by Brian Bicek.
That was Pieza that scored again. Was it not?
I think it was Glancy that knocked that one in. We'll see here. Well, let's go see. Yeah, it's Pieza.
I think it was Pieza.
Pieza. Well, that's, we'll see it again here, Bill.
Nice centering pass. Bicek hanging onto it, handling around, centering it to the far side of the goalie, and Pieza just buries it. Second goal of the game.
Tell you what, if there's a way, Brian Bicek, boy, that was just a game play right there. I mean, he made that all by himself. Saw his man open on the side, and Zweier, did what he could, but he just wasn't big enough that time.
Exactly.
3-1 now, 2:14 to go in the game, and Huskies are in control. Vollmer with it now. Still loose in front. Passed up to Fina. Fina now. So he has two guys to beat. Shot on Deinhardt, and he's off his stick to the near corner. Centering pass in front. Bouncing puck. Oh my, Deinhardt with a nice save there. And Thomas in a little frustration showing, they played so hard, it's just hard not to get a little emotional out there sometimes, and they're going to call a timeout. Glenview wants a timeout. They want to score on this face-off.
Well, Glenview's looking at the puck is in the Huskies zone. They've got a chance here to win the face-off and maybe put pressure on and score a goal and still have time enough left to pull their goalie and come back and tie it. And I'm sure that's what the Glenview coach has in mind. Now the Husky coach, I think he's telling his players, look, gain control of the face-off, get it out to center ice, nobody in too deep, and go from there.
Wait for them to pull the goalie, and then if you got it, take it. If you don't, just lob it up there and let them chase it and come at you again. Well, it's with a minute and a half, 50 to go, and you can see if you can pan over to the Husky bench. I mean, he's giving them real specific orders of what to do here. There's McAvoy, Lewandowski, and number 97, Joe Diebold. They're getting it was like, boys, read my lips. Here's what you do.
Well, there's the old saying that a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead to have, but it's a lot better to have a 2-goal lead with a minute and a half left than a period and a half.
You kidding.
So we've got a little over a minute and a half left in this period, minute 50 seconds, and 3-1 Huskies, state championship game of the Pewee AA.
They pulled their goalie. They got 6 skaters out there. Zweier went back out, and boy, he wasn't. He's off the ice now. So they got 6-on-5 hockey here for a while, and Lewandowski just wanted to tie up the centerman, and puck is loose.
Nice play.
Oh, nice play by Marziani.
Kept in the zone even.
Now it's out, but McAvoy brings it back in. Dumped in by Sweat on Deinhardt. He leaves it back for Brenzik, and loose and behind the net, and centering pass in front, but there's 4 Huskies right there. Kept in by Glenview. No, now it's out. We got an offsides with a minute 17 to go. And Sweat's getting some instructions from head coach Ralph Minotti. He says, dump it and let's go. We're going to face off here right at the blue line. Fina against Glancy again. And puck is won by face-off won by Glancy, but Glenview controls and tip pass in there, but it was no one there for it. Glancy he's going to try the open net.
Wide.
And we got an icing. And I'm not sure that's what the coach wanted. But like you said, if you got it, take it.
He wanted it to go in the net.
Thank you. You know what? That's why you're executive producer. I can't slip anything past you.
I caught up on that right away.
You know?
Yeah.
For a guy who can spell nepotism, you're doing pretty good.
I can't spell net, though.
Can you spell cigar?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Well, we got Fina versus Glancy. Glancy wins it again. And the play was win it and throw it down ice, and it did work. And
less than a minute.
Dan Marziani with it now for Glenview, and he loses. Oh, my. He lost it for a second. Up to Turbin. Going has it, and he just puts it to center ice, and 40 seconds left in this game. 3-1 in favor of the Huskies. Glancy has it again. This one's going in.
Yep.
And that's going to nail it. 4-1 now in favor of the Huskies, and it, for all practical purposes, this game is over. Number 66, John Glancy, finds the puck and the open net, and this time he found it.
66 and 19.
4-1, favor of the Huskies with 37 seconds to go. And Zweyer's going back in on net, and they wanted to get this game going here. And
Well, I've got a chance, Tom.
let me just interrupt for a second. They did replace the goalie. The Huskies put in number 35, Steven Bisick.
Okay.
And go ahead, Bill.
Okay, this production is owned by Joliet Jaguar Television and its parent organization, the Joliet Jaguar Youth Hockey Club Incorporated. Any rebroadcast, copying, or other unauthorized use without the specific written consent of Joliet Jaguar Television is prohibited by federal copyright law.
And Steven Bisick was put in there to end the game for the Huskies, which is a nice move. You want everybody to have a chance to play, and
Exactly.
you got to give head coach Mike Rodenberg a lot of credit here. We got under 10 seconds to go, and the Huskies just want to skate with it right now. The Piazza has, and that's great. And then the Huskies win. The state champs for 1999 at the Pewee AA level over the Glenview Stars.
And the Huskies, 13 out of 16 original Huskies, 10 of the 16 on the state squirt AA championship team in 1997. So this is nothing new to them.
Yeah, and you know what? It's just a reminder of what it's like to just keep the players together. You know, and again, they have some 2 or 3 really talented players, but the role players are right there too, and I think that's what a good championship team has, is they got their stars, and they also got their kids who are out there the grinders. You need to have those kids, and they've been rewarded now with 2, at least in my time, 2 state titles. And with that, we're going to sit it down to Greg Fronick for the awards ceremony, and as the team settle down, well, I think both teams are getting settled here. But again, a great game. 4-1 doesn't really tell you what kind of game it was. Oh, yeah.
You know, I can go down and name the same kids on the other team for Glenview who just played an outstanding game.
And
Angaroni, Bame, Eagle, Fina, Florino, Gundry, Luft, Marziani, Moore, Ori, Ryan, Sweat, Seidel, Thomas, Weisberg, all of them just fantastic players.
Please, thank you.
And they're getting ready here
Number
to introduce the
25,
Glenview
Sam
players.
Angriano.
This is Sam Angaroni. And
Number 20, Nathan Bam.
a little disappointed. I think little technical problem here on the photographer end, but we'll get that sorted down. Nathan Boehm, number 20, coming up for Glenview.
Number 43, PJ Eagle.
This number 43, PJ Eagle.
Number 23, Daniel Fina.
Number 23, Daniel Fina.
Number 30, Nicholas Florino.
Number 30, Nicholas Florino.
Number 21, Ross Grundry.
21, Ross Gundry.
Number 44, Steve Luft.
44, Steve Lofty. Yeah, he played a good game today. Steve is right in the middle of the play.
Number 5, Dan Marziano.
Number 5, Dan Marziani, and again, he's right there in the middle of the play all the time. He's one of our top players. Is on our
Number
list for player of the
28,
game.
Scott Moore.
28, Scott Moore.
Number 15, Anthon Ori.
Number 15, Anthony Ori.
Number 11, Jeff Ryan.
Number 11, Jeff Ryan.
Number 24, Lee Sweat.
24, Lee Sweat.
Number 3, Jonathan Siddell.
Number 3, Jonathan Siddell.
Number 26, Chris Thomas.
Number 26, Chris Thomas. Oh, are you? Okay.
Number 27, Austin Turban. Number 34, Michael Weisberg. Number 29, Kevin Swire. Coach Ralph Menety, assistant Nick Salami, and manager Tom Luft. One more time, let's hear it for the runners-up, Glenview Stars.
Dan, please report to the front desk, please. Dan.
Now for your first place Huskies. Number 19, Christopher Bensick. Number 10, Brian Bisek. Number 35, Stephen Bisek. Number 96, Michael Bronge. Number 97, Joseph DeBold. Number 37, Ben Deinhardt. Number 4, Andrew Farley. Number 66, John Clancy. Number 21, William Going. Number 77, Michael Kennedy. Number 15, Justin Lewandowski. Number 89, Kevin McAvoy. Number 17, Matthew Piazza. Number 73, Raymond Tarkowzinski. Number 27, Daniel Volmer. Number 3, John Yasik. Coach Mike Rodenberg, assistant Steve DeBold, assistant Sean McAvoy, and manager Paul Bisek. Ladies and gentlemen, your 1999 Blackhawk Cup champions for Pewee AA, the Huskies.
Here are the Huskies lining up now for their team photo, obviously. Great team effort on the part of the Huskies today. They came out, scored first. Kind of set the tone for the day, at least on their part. And always put Glenview in a position where they had to always come back. And Glenview almost pulled it off. This has some great defense on the part of the Huskies. Sully changed the cameras on us here. Hopefully, there he goes. One more thing to do before they go off the ice. That's what the crowd's waiting for. Okay, guys. shifting over so the moms and dads can get their shots. Bunch of players. They should be. They played very hard and very well. Came out on top today, and again, they're PBAA state champions for 1999. The Huskies played a very good and a very tough Glenview Star team. Pretty even for most of the game. Came down to a couple of plays, and really Vollmer's goal to take the 2-1 lead. He was just in the right spot at the right time, and he didn't. Basically, I think Swire just was looking at another player, and it kind of snuck out in front there in the slot. Vollmer took advantage of the opportunity to score and then put a low shot through Zwire's pads, and that 2-1 lead, especially the way the Huskies were playing defense, was big. And then they scored on a power play with about a minute and a half or 2 minutes to go in the game. Matt Piazza had 2 goals today, and that made it 3-1. And then they scored an open netter, John Glancy, picking the puck up at center ice. So if I understand they're getting ready for our post-game interviews. Still a few more seconds to go here, but anyway, again, the final score is 4-1 in favor of the Huskies. And I believe the score at the end of the first period was 1-0 in favor of the Huskies, and then they scored. Then Glenview tied it up late in early in the second, but then Vollmer scored it and make it 2-1 at the end of 2, and then play was pretty even. It was up and down. I tell you, it was just a fast-paced game on both ends. Both teams had putting everything they had into it, and I understand they're ready now. I'll send it down to Bill.
I'm with the players of the game for the Glenview Stars. On my right, Austin Turbin, and on my left, the goaltender. Make sure I get this right, Kevin Zwire. We'll start with Austin first. Austin, great game. I know you got a goal, and I know it was a tough loss, but you guys have nothing to be ashamed of. You played a great game. You did win the Night Hill Championship against this team. What was it you thought that you didn't do tonight that you needed to do to win?
I thought we had a couple of defensive breakdowns that cost us a lot of the goals.
What was your coach telling you when you had that opportunity with a couple minutes left and you pulled your goaltender? What was it that you can say on TV that he told you? What was the plan that he had for you guys?
Just get like 4 or 5 men down low and try to work your hardest and get it in.
Thank you, Kevin. Or thank you, Austin. Kevin, outstanding job in goaltending tonight. We had you picked as the player of the game halfway through the game. You made some outstanding saves. Did you feel that you were on the top of your game tonight?
Yeah, I thought so because some of the saves I didn't know I really can do, but I felt in my heart that I can do better. So, sometime.
How long have you been playing goaltender?
Since my AA, about 5 years.
So you've been playing ever since you started?
Yeah.
Goaltending? Well, what did you feel you had to do tonight to make the win for you guys?
I had to cut down my angles and make sure that the puck didn't go by me.
Well, you definitely kept your team in the game. There were 4 or 5 saves in the first period that you made alone that we thought were just outstanding, and then a couple big saves in the last period. And you guys both deserve to be commended, and we'd like to thank you guys for coming here and doing the player of the game, and wish you the best of luck. And we know you won Night Hill, so you got that to brag about, and best of luck to you guys in the future. Thank you very much. We'll send it back up to Tom.
Thanks, Bill. That was Austin Turbin and Kevin Zwire, player of the game for the Glenview Stars, and it's a tough loss. I know this is the game they've been playing for all year to win, and they didn't come away with it today, and so they'll be a little disappointed. But again, like we said earlier, there's only 2 teams playing at this point in time of all the teams in Illinois, and so they had nothing to be ashamed of as far as what happened here today. They both, them and a number of other players on their team, just had outstanding game. So it's my understanding now we're getting the Husky players ready to go. And with that, I'll send it down to Bill again.
Yeah, we're down here again with the state championship Huskies for the Pewee AA division. On my right, I have Matt Piazza, scored 2 goals in the game tonight. And on my left, the goaltender, Ben Deinhardt. We'll start with Matt first. Matt, the first goal was big, but that second one was really big.
Yeah, it put him away. That won the game. Because it made him go, it put him down.
You're right. I know you were standing on the corner over here waiting for that pass. Did it seem like it was going to take forever to get to you?
Yeah, because I thought he was going back to the point, and then he came back.
Outstanding game. How many goals have you ended up with on the season?
I have no idea.
Well, the 2 that counted you got tonight, right?
Yeah.
On my left, we got Ben Deinhardt. Ben, also, we had him picked early in the game as a player of the game. You made some fantastic saves tonight, Ben.
Yeah, I owe a lot to my defensive line. They played a great game.
Did you feel that you played the game you needed to play tonight to win?
Yeah.
How long have you been playing?
About 10 years.
Have you been a goalie the whole time?
Yeah.
Well, once again, I'd like to thank both these guys, Ben Deinhardt and Matt Piazza, for being our players of the game and the state champions at the Pewee level. And for tonight, we'll say good night. This may be the last game that we do on Jaguar TV, or one of the last for this season. And we'd like to thank you all for watching. With that, we'll close and say see you next time on Jaguar Television.